peace, progress, and prosperity. Always remember, you are not alone.
Now, let's talk about challenging perfectionism. You can't be perfect. In anything you do, online especially, you can't be perfect. Somebody is going to use VAR to find a mistake in your post. It could be one grammatical blunder. It could just be a smudge in your post. It could just be one little thing that is out of place. So whatever you do, make sure that you cover the basics. Make sure that your content educates and motivates, and it also brings joy to people. And just push it out, post it online. It doesn't have to be 100%. There is no such thing as perfectionism, especially digitally. It doesn't exist. Even the platforms that you're posting on, they have glitches, they have bugs, they are not perfect. So why should your own content be perfect? And on a final note, you need to practice self-reflection and celebrate unfiltered moments. What does this mean? It means look at the things that you've been doing online, the content that you've been posting. Who does it address? How does it affect them? And what's its impact on you and your mental health as a person, your digital character and your real life character. How does this content affect or interpret both of these characters? And celebrate unfiltered moments. So there are times where you post things online and people know that, oh, okay, this one is genuine. There's no plan out. It just happened, and someone just happens to be recording, and it's there. It's not a skit. It's not planned. It's not scripted. It's not. There's no filter basically, but it's genuine. It's authentic, so to speak. So you also need to have that in mind, and practice it from time to time. Then, what is unique about your content? What is unique about your online persona? What is unique about you? These are things that if you practice authenticity, mindful engagement, and you have self-awareness with some level of uniqueness, I believe you'll be able to navigate the digital world without actually causing damage to your mental health. Because being online can be very, very, very mentally consuming. It's toxic, it's stressful, there's a lot of hate, there's a lot of crazies online. So you should take all of that in and let it sink in. It's going to affect your mental health. You don't need that. The internet is not particularly a safe space. There's a lot of crazies online. And, it then begs the question of what happens to cyberbullying in relation to your mental health. So you are just on your own, you post a random content or you post a random comment and someone just comes to attack you. The person is not even concerned about it. Like, the person is not remotely affected by what you're posting, but they just bring this aggressive font and they start. So these are things that, cyberbullying can cause. Anxiety and depression, low self-esteem, isolation and loneliness, stress and fear. It can impact your academic and personal life. It can also, mess with your emotions in a way that they are not regulated or they are not balanced. It could give you thoughts of self-harm and suicide. And some of the coping mechanisms are simply blocking person. For me, that's my number one. That's my go-to mechanism. Block that account immediately. Once I see that your energy is beginning to, tilt towards the negative side, affect me, or, you're beginning to say things that I feel like if I think about it too much, it's going to really mess me up. I'm going to block you and report you immediately. You also need to document evidence of cyberbullying. So maybe someone has attacked you unprovoked. You need to take a screenshot or screen record or just have evidence, because at some point it's the internet. It's going to come up again. And you're going to need receipts to defend yourself. So document evidence. You also need to limit your online presence. I feel like the more you consume online, the more it affects your mental health. So limit how much stuff and how much time you spend online. It is very, 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 very important. Also, you should talk to someone physically. Talk to someone, express your grievances to someone who is ready to listen and practice self-care. Engage in practices that, would wash away the toxic energy from your mind and your consciousness. Now let's talk about digital detox and the mindful use of the internet. So you need to set boundaries of the things that you take in online, the things you take in and the things you put out. You need to set a clear boundary of, okay, there are some things that I'm not going to put on the internet, and there are some things that no matter, even if the algorithm is feeding them my way, I'm going to move away from them. It's very, very important for digital detoxification. You also need to limit your screen time. The less time you spend on the internet, the better for you. Trust me. And if you have to spend that much time on the internet, you need to watch the things that you're consuming. I can't stress this enough. Now, you also need to create a tech-free zone. There's this chamber that I found online, Bali's main chamber. I'll look it up and I think maybe put a link on the screen or in the description. Basically, it's somewhere in the forest of Bali where there's no internet, there's no social media, and the only thing that happens there is a group of men gather themselves. They go there, they talk about their goals, they form a community. It's like a cohort. They do it like by cohorts. They form a community, they go for long walks, they do exercises, they work out, they talk about their goals, they work on their careers, their dreams. Basically, they take men away from digital distraction and the entire world, and then put them in the middle of nature, somewhere where they can't access internet, no distraction, nothing, and make them work on themselves. So we need to create more communities like this so that, we get more time and more opportunities or resources to focus on our mental health as men. Then we have to prioritize face-to-face interaction. You need to spend more time physically with real people. Trust me, it's better for you. And you also need to turn off your notifications. Put your phone on DNDs. You see that Instagram notification that keeps coming in, that TikTok post that keeps showing up, that Twitter post that keeps showing up. You need to turn it off and take a break. It is very important. Take a digital sabbatical. It's just as simple as that. Go away from the internet, detoxify, and just come back when there's less negativity and a little bit of, more positivity, so to speak. And on a final note, you need to lead by example. What do I mean? So you need to practice positive digital habits that, people can pick from, that people can be mentored from. So some of the things that you post are just you just posting stuff randomly, but sometimes people kind of perceive it in a different way and then it affects them. Now you can say it's not your fault, the way people interpret the things that you post or the things you say, but the truth remains that you are the one who pushed that information out there. You're responsible for that. Of course, they are responsible for their interpretation and consumption and whatever comes after. But you struck the first blow. You're the one who ignited the match, and then they fanned the flames. So you need to watch the things you post online. Practice healthy digital habits. It's as simple as that. Whatever you consider a positive digital habit, you need to practice it. Lead by example, so that forward-thinking people who are conscious of their who are self-aware and conscious of their mental health can then model such habit. Internet is like a marketplace. When you go to the market, you see all sorts of characters. You see, all sorts of characters. That's just like the internet is a digital prototype of an actual market. So you need to watch how. You need to watch the kind of energies that you let into your space. You need to monitor invasive energy and stay away from them. You need to connect with individuals that have value and are ready to add value to your life, and then use your platforms to progress and promote your career, yourself, your business, whatever thing that you're doing with that platform. If it's not positive or adding value to your life, then there's no point to it. And it can be making you money, but if it's not adding positive value to your life and the society, well, the money you make will only last for a time, and then the damage you make will last a lifetime. It's as simple as that. So, without keeping you further, thank you so much for making it this far in this episode of Brothers Keeper. I believe I've been able to enlighten you on some of the things, some of the detrimental impacts of cyberbullying and, online personas and how they affect our real life self. Please like this video, leave a comment below, tell us one terrible or amazing online experience that you've had, and we'll be happy to hear about it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much. I remain my brother's keeper. My name is Onola Fatoba, and see you on the next episode. Remember, peace, progress, and prosperity. And don't forget, you're not alone. You are not alone. See you on the next one.